Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the restart of the Colossal Campaigns, but this time we're doing it live, or I would have been doing this, you would have heard me do this bit live if I didn't have technical difficulties. But I'm doing it now. I'm doing episode 1, I'm by myself. Hopefully next week I can potentially get some people in for episode 2, but hey, we'll see. I'm doing this week by week, episode by episode. So episode 1, I streamed earlier today on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ZeroGamer. Surprise, surprise. So the plan is to go through Dragon Age Orgins with some DLC, and some DLC afterwards. After that, we'll move on to Dragon Age 2, and then with some DLC again, and then on to Dragon Age Inquisition with obviously DLC in that. And then we'll move on to the next campaign, which I haven't got planned out yet, because this will take me, these 3 games should take me well into next year if I'm doing it bit by bit, week by week. So, might get a special Wednesday episode soon, but yeah. Anyway, so just so you know what's happening, I'm letting people decide what's going to happen in the campaign, whether or not we recruit the characters that we can recruit, whether or not sort of the end decision will be put up to you guys, the fans and the viewers. And yeah, so I've essentially did that, letting Facebook friends and those who follow me on Twitter decide what I play as, and they decided. They managed to actually decide what gender I'd be, what race I'd be, but they couldn't decide what class I would be. So you'll see the outcome of that shortly, when we get back into it, and what I was merely notifying people that I was currently live streaming. Yeah, so just filling in this few minute gap with my voice again. Yeah, at about the 140-ish mark, I think, Sonic, Blur and Fatful show up, but they did not unmute themselves, so you'll hear me talking to no one. So have fun with that, and let's get on with the video. So I'll catch you all later. I hope I could actually spell. Now, I do guess it is time to get things started. There is still time to vote on what class I should play. I'll leave that one open. I'll leave that up for now, so that people can still vote on that if they do wish. I'll post the. I will now quickly just put the link into chat. In there, so if you want to go click on that, you can do, and vote on which class you think I should play. Whether it's warrior, mage, or rogue. However, I cannot be a dwarven mage because apparently they are the thing in the Dragon Age universe. So what was that? We'll be doing a normal And after we've completed this, we will look into some of the DLC as well. So let's get into it.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it.
That's a bit rude.
They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevail. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
What a nice intro. So here we are, time to make our character. Okay, so here we go. Time to actually make a character. Okay, so the gender that has been selected by everyone who voted is female. And race dwarf. But now here's the thing, what do we play? Warrior or rogue? So now I'm gonna give it a minute or so to let anyone watching pick whether they want to see me play Warrior or Rogue. And just let people on Facebook decide. Let people decide what I should play. If you also want to message in the chat, then do so. But you'll see what people pick in a few minutes. But if you can't decide, maybe this will help. Warriors are powerful fighters, focusing on melee and ranged weapons to deal with their foes. As always, they're tanky and strong and a lot more combat based. Of course, as always, the rogues are a bit more stealthy. Not frontline, they're more backline, whether it's attacking from our backline or getting in round into the opponent's backline. Now they are good at picking locks, which means more loot. They're good at detecting and disarming traps. So both classes have their use. But the question is, what do you guys want me to play? Warrior? Rogue? And we know we're going commoner. So yeah, the lackey. We will be playing as a lackey and thug of a local crime lord. And now we get to pretty much step out of the shadows. But what will they remember? Someone who fought or someone who went straight back in the shadows and shivved people? Not nice way of putting it, but not long. Oh, wrong at all. I'll just give it another few minutes, so I'll wait until 2 o'clock, which is 4 minutes away, so I'll let you guys make the decision. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Gender. done. And race is done. Those are now officially closed. Now we're just waiting on the class. Just casuating a few minutes. Here we go. And there's a spot for you guys to vote. Because of how I'm doing this, I want people to not feel too left out. I want to be more of not just me doing all the work, but you guys making some of the choices as well. Of course, today's session is more about completing backstory and stuff. But I think now that you guys have told me you want to see, want me to play the dwarf, I'll put this, but not one up. Just get a new one for what we do shortly. Oh, did I put mage? Oh, I'm an idiot. Why did I put mage? I'm gonna put fucking rogue. Jeez, I am such an idiot. Seriously. Oh, no, I think it might be best to, just, I don't know, flip a dice. Coin even. Flip a coin, roll a dice. Do something by chance. So, unless anyone wants to do a last minute vote on what I should, play on the original short pull, because I bugged the last one up. I say, can't do mage, can't play mage, rogue or warrior. Think we have to do it by chance. Now, I know you guys can't see this, because there's no way of, well, without ending the stream, which I don't want to do now. Still got a few hours to go. So what we'll do, we'll flip a coin. I know you guys can't see this, but heads, warriors, tails, rogues. And we got heads, so we're going to play a warrior. We are going to play as a warrior, because nobody voted for a different time, I don't think. Unless someone put a last minute vote for warrior or rogue. So, guess we are playing as a warrior. Unless anyone in chat doesn't want that. But, yeah. We are playing as a warrior. Actually, my social name is in this. But we're just gonna go with the normal base dwarf, I guess.
How do you do? Greetings.
Greetings.
There we go. Needs to be purple. Because otherwise it won't be me. There we go. we'll just do that. And now buff strength, constitution. And we'll buff willpower because that will help us in combat. Speaking of combat. Ooh, apparently this dual weapon. Not too bad even for a warrior. Do this thing on normal. Normal difficulty. So there we go. Head first into.
Deep beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, largest and proudest of the two remaining dwarven cities. Once the seat of an underground empire, Orzammar now stands alone, cut off from the world by the Darkspawn, still clinging to the memory of its former glory. Below the vast statues and gilded halls where the noble families play at politics, the lower castes live in their shadows, scurrying to serve like their ancestors before them. Below that is you. You are casteless, the dirty secret staining Orzammar's perfect society, forced, along with your sister, to sell your services to the crime lord Barat. To the rest of Orzammar, you are proof that the casteless deserve their fate. But you know you do what you have to, the same as everyone, just to survive.
I can't keep gambling on you forever, Precious. You've got a sweet look, something to light a man on fire. But you gotta make it count.
Please, Barat. I don't want to do this in front of my sister.
Why not? She knows the slope of the land, don't you, girl? Right. That's sweet. Before me, your sister was just another duster. Now check her out. Braids down to here, gold-capped teeth. She can recite elf poetry and play the string harp. Every man's dream. All she's got to do is find a lord, squeeze out some kid who looks like him, and we're all living the easy life in the Diamond Quarter.
Please, don't get involved. You know that never goes well.
Listen to the kid. She knows the deal you made. She keeps her head down and does whatever jobs I don't want to dirty my fists with. In return, I put out coins so you can doll yourself, get a belly full of some nobleman's brats. Then you both go free. And I get to join the family and be called Malo for the rest of the little prince's life. That's what everyone likes. A castless with a big mouth. But I didn't come for the joy of your company. I've been looking at my investments, and this one hasn't borne much gold. I'm giving you another week, Precious. If you haven't found a patron, you're back to sweeping streets.
But I have. I've met someone. That is, I didn't want to promise, but he seemed interested. It's nothing definite, but he said he wanted to see me again.
Excuse me if I don't start knitting booties. Until I do, you're the one who's going to keep paying her debts with your service to the Carta. Your buddy Lesky's waiting outside. He knows what I'll need from you today. Don't even think about bungling this job. Your whole family's on loose sand with me right now. And I know you don't have anywhere else to turn.
I'm sorry you had to see that. And I feel like every time you do, it kills something in you. You were such a loving child. I hate what this place made you into. That's why I didn't tell you. Barat's been warning me ever since 2 of his other girls found patrons at Lord Harriman's reception. They've been getting gifts already. Lord Rooston gave Elsie a surface silk gown and she's not even pregnant. Barat's getting impatient. You know the other options. Cleaning middens, begging, going to the surface. No. Unless you find a way to save us all from Darkspawn and become a paragon. We're pretty much on Barat's leash for life. It's sheer folly. One more way the nobles protect their status. They say casteless soldiers are more danger to each other than to Darkspawn. That it's an insult to the smith to let us touch a fine-made weapon. Truly, they just don't wish to insult the warrior caste by showing that given the same opportunities, we could lead an army just as well. Stay out of trouble. I'll see you tonight.
Well, talk about how she start. Now, time to get moving.
About sodding time. I was starting to think I'd have to bust in and get an eyeful of that spicy sister of yours. Growl. And people wonder where that grumpy old dwarf image comes from. But fine. Boss says we're out for a search and discipline. One of his smugglers is holding out on him. Name's Oskias. Some surfacer. Barat got word that he's been selling shipments topside that never make it to Barat's ears down here. He wants us to find the rotter and see what goods he's holding back. All he told me is find him. Duster's got some family from the merchant caste. He's probably staying near their quarters. Poetry to my ears, Selraka.
Now, time to go shake up some merchant.
Spare silver. My boy needs medicine. The doctor
So before we
won't
venture
wait without it.
forth, let's see what we got in the inventory. No, I don't quite have the strength to wield it. I will grab a shield. 'Cause I think that's... yeah, we'll start off with this way for now. Maybe we should just go until we level up. We'll see. 2 swords until we level up. 2 daggers.
Have you heard? King's got a team who found traces of Bronca in the deep room.
This place is going to the
Red
nuts.
prices on all arms and armor, like they were crafted by the Paragon Smith Bronca herself.
Huh. Yeah. Yes.
Ancestors were smiling on my bets today. Another round for the house.
They say the warrior caste is hosting a proving to the Grey Wardens of Canada.
Hey, I was saving that seat.
That's real thoughtful, Oskias. It's tiring work looking for you.
How do you know my name? Oh no, you're not from Barat, are you? Because that would be too much. I don't think I could handle. You mean you're not here to kill me? Look, I always been loyal to Barat. He's been good to my family. I know how much I owe him. I haven't. I wouldn't. I'm getting out of here. You two are mad. Barat knows I'd never betray him. I'll tell him myself.
You're not going anywhere. Could everyone who isn't about to die please turn around for a moment? This may be unpleasant. Thank you.
You can't do this. Help! Call the guardsmen! This is murder!
You two let me know if you need anything. I'll be in the back.
It's just a bunch of rocks. You're gonna kill me for that? No!
Got it.
Ah,
Got my back, right?
It's a massacre. No one's getting out alive.
We have to get this stuff back to Barat before he starts wondering what we've been doing.
there we go. That's that.
The king is old. His rule won't hold much longer.
Prince Balin seems far more sympathetic to our interests than Trian.
Balin has some tastes of his own that he knows I can provide. We'll finish this later. It's about time you two showed up. What happened with Ascaius? Excellent. I'll send someone out to handle the cleanup. Not you, though. I have another job in mind for you. The Warrior Cast is hosting a proving today. All the best fighters, last man standing, you know the sort of thing. They're showing off for some Grey Warden who's looking for candidates to drag off to a life of eternal glory. Now, it's not often we get every named fighter in Orzammar lined up like that. And I have certain acquaintances who take an interest in this sort of thing. There's a lot of coin to be made when people get the fever up. Favorite fighter's an officer named Minar, veteran of 4 Darkspawn campaigns. Evaird's a long shot. Just got back from a deep roads offensive. Some young fuck who has all the ladies drooling. I've got a lot of money riding on him. Mine and other people's. I expect to see that 8-to-1 pay off. Understand? The fight only gets announced to contestants themselves to prevent illegal gambling. So first, you'll have to find Evaird, see who he's fighting and when. When the name Minar comes up, I want you to slip this drug into the bastard's water. It'll slow his reflexes, just enough to take the edge off, not enough to show. But it wears off quickly, so don't use it until just before his fight. You bet you will. Here's your pass to get on the grounds. The proving starts as soon as the clock strikes. And when I say I have coin on this, I'm not talking about some pittance, like the value of your life. If I don't see Evaird's name on the winner's sheet, you'd better make sure I never see you or your sister ever again.
Oh then. Time to run away.
Go back to your dirt.
And across there we go. Doopy-doopy-doo.
Turn around, Brand. No castless on the grounds.
Looks legitimate.
Go on through then. But stay to the trenches. Grey Wardens don't need some eyesore getting between them and the fighters.
In we go. To try and rig this thing. At least we've got a marker telling us which way to go.
Stone's Embrace. That's one of them. One of the Grey Wardens. Oh, I dare you to go over and talk to him. Say, welcome to Orzammar, Warden, sir. May I drink your bathwater?
Ah, shit.
Oh, sweetheart.
Sod it. He's stone drunk. He could draw a dead man for his bout and still lose. Barat's gonna kill us if we slip up on this. He's still mad about the time I accidentally told that barkeep Barat had demanded free ale delivered to my door. Hey, I just had an idea. So, you've been rubbing my nose at how you're the meanest thing with a blade, right? Evaird's armor is over there, and you're about the same size.
Damn it, I don't have an option to say this isn't a bad idea, because it's a bad idea.
Got it. It'll help if you can distract him, though. Just, talk to him so I can sneak past him without him noticing. Let's do it quickly. We don't have much time.
Oh, some talkie.
Hey, only fighters are allowed in these chambers. Who are you? How about you come back after the fight, and I'll show you how I like being served. Well, that's a long and dramatic tale, and I'm not one to brag. But for a pretty lady like yourself, I'd be happy to make an exception. Aye, long and terrible they were. 100 men venturing into deep roads that no one's traveled in years. Everywhere we walked, we heard them, scratching in the walls. But they only attacked when we stopped. You got used to the smell of your brother's blood, but never to the Genlock's reek. It takes great skill, for if you let one wound you, the taint festers until you run mad. We die so the rest of you can live snug and remember the glorious days when our empire stretched beneath half the world. Bout 3 is next. Officer Minar versus the warrior Evaird. Fighters, make final preparations, then report to the ring.
That's my fight. We'll finish this when I return victorious.
I got him! No more time. Make sure you have everything and go tell the Proving Guard you're ready to fight. And don't forget to keep your helmet down.
This is not going to end well. Now it's time to go get the armor. So I forgot to pick it up. Okay, cool. This is not going to end well. Oh, can I have all those? Do it like this then.
I believe it is time for your bout. May fortune favor your fight, Evaird. Are you ready? As you say.
This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar, for our honored guests, the Grey Warden. The warrior Evaird, Sultan, will fight Minor of the Ellerin. Stone, honor of the heart. Oh, son. Let's fight. First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
All right, all right. You have no skill, only desperation.
That was easy. Didn't even have to move.
The winner is Eved! A truly memorable fight. The young cadet vanquishes the wily veteran. Healer, see to his... The winner, Eved, son of Galton, will fight last year's Journeyman Division champion, Adalbo, proven in glory before the stone.
You honor me with this fight. May we both win glory in the eyes of our lords.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
This'll be fun. I regret this.
He's actually doing more damage to me than last guy. It does not matter.
The winner is Eved! The ancestors have withdrawn their blessings and embraced a new champion on their field. The warrior Eved, son of Galton, will fight Nenka, Silent sister in training. She has paid her vows, but not completed her blooding. Will she be accepted into the legendary order? That will depend on her performance today.
Here we go.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Sounds better than later.
Bonk. Bonk.
Excellent.
The winner is Eved! Lenka went to the stone without a sound, as befits her vows. But it wasn't hard to see the blood that was spilled. Eved will advance to the final bout to determine the true champion of the ring against... What? I'm out already? Hey! That's my armor! Who are you? How dare you disrupt this sacred...
Wait, I know that man. That's Eved. Then what imposter did I fight?
Remove your helmet, warrior, and let all who watch you see your face. Your skills are impressive, but you are one man. Show yourself, lest I call the guards and have them do it for you. Castless! You insult the very nature of this proving! Guards, take this filth away!
Hold your man, I pray you. This warrior has defeated the best you have to offer. Is that not what this proving is for?
We are honored by your presence, Warden. But this proving is not solely for you. There are laws which have governed this arena for 1,000 years. This woman is no warrior. She is casteless, rejected by the ancestors. Her very footsteps pollute the stone. She has no place here.
Except as your champion.
Ooh, looks like we've got one believer.
Are you awake yet? Psst. Can you hear me?
How hard did they sodding hit you anyway? Did you have to put up such a fight? Oh, you did. And don't think they didn't show me their appreciation. One of the guards recognized me and figured we must be working together. They burned 3 candles to the stump interrogating me about who put us up to this. I think they knew, you know, about Barat. You think I didn't look for a way out? Rika's not the only one in danger here. They could kill us. But these cells are built straight into the wall. They confiscated all my lockpicks. What's it look like on your side? You see any way out?
Good, you're awake. Barat will be glad to hear that. You caused a lot of trouble today. Barat lost 100 sovereigns for Lord Volney. The entire proving was declared invalid, and the Assembly already called for an investigation. You can't imagine the state Bernie told me to get you. All he needs to know is that you exposed him before the entire warrior caste. Now they're asking questions, and as long as you have tongues to answer them, you're a threat. Enjoy your last night together. Sorry we had to put you in cells, or I'd suggest you have a last tumble. Barat will be by soon to make sure you maintain your silence.
We have our level up. Woo. More strength, more power, constitution. Ghost sword and a shield. What do we have here? Last punch.
If we want to get away with this, we can't leave one man alive to tell Barat what we've done.
What was this guy got him? Now take the war axe. Actually might prove a bit more useful than. Yeah. Yeah. A bit better than our daggers. This one, you see a door. It's locked. Okay. Guess we're not going that way. Bonk. That's what he did. Bonk. Now let's search all of these, taking everything with us. The more we kill, the less people who need it. Actually, they're about the same, nothing too different, so let's get going.
Breaking his sweat already? Ha!
Come and get it! You're gonna have to get that.
You're in a little over your head.
Got my back, right?
Someone's gonna fall and it sure won't be me!
That's good. And just a little bit of copper. At least you still gets held outside of combat.
And get off my back. Push them back!
Bonk.
Right, that's it! Come and get it! But you're gonna have to move quicker than that! Come and get it!
Let's see what you're made of!
Got my back, right?
Okay. Now, I'll quickly put up the next. Vote, so that way you can. So I know whether or not we are adding a dog to our party. Ooh. Chance to have a pupper. Wow. Big dog, big war dog. Still no helmets. Okay. Let's continue getting our way through here.
Can you get a ladder so you can get off my back? Alright, alright.
Quicker than that!
Bonk. There's a helmet.
If we want to get away with this, we can't leave one man alive to tell Barat what we've done.
Do again. Equip the helmet. At least we're gonna have plenty to sell afterwards. That's the exact same one I've got, yeah.
I love how desperate you are, you're pathetic!
One dead.
Right, that's it!
On your guard, Rick! Someone's gonna fall and it sure won't be me!
Ooh. Nasty. Some money, what else is in here? Ooh, chest.
All finished.
job that gives us a rogue from the start. Okay, I'll go this door, which means only last option is there, and it's sailing, which means potential boss fight. Oh yeah.
Cutting the whore free. If that freak of a sister of hers can't stay in her place, I don't need precious Rika either.
Rika? That the one you got all done up in lace? I've been wanting to get my hands on that.
I know what you mean.
She's yours if you want her, boys. And let me tell you, it tastes as good as it looks. What in sod all is that doing out of its cage? Come on, boys. The little whore needs to learn her place.
All right, all right.
You're gonna regret being born. Show me
He's still on his feet. But now he's got two on him. Just me. Missed.
Got my back, right? Watch in horror as I rip you apart!
Ah, shit.
Stand up for us.
Don't worry, I'll take good care of Rika after you're dead.
Ooh, nasty.
Did you see him there all when we're done with you? And you just charged in and sodding slaughtered him. You have to be the luckiest duster in Orzammar. Barat's dead, and we're standing here. Hail to the sodding king! Well, he sure was talking like she's still alive. But I won't turn down the chance to go take another peek. Hey, could you tell Rika I killed him? I mean, it doesn't do you any good if she thinks you're the most virile warrior in all the stone. You said it. Fortunately, if Barat's got them trained like he says, it should be a good long time before any guardsmen turn up here.
Let's see what blood's got on him. Ooh, injury kit. Perfect. No, no. Doesn't really have anything there. Nothing there. What he got a belt? Anything on him I could potentially use? No. Always good just to make sure.
All finished. We should get out of here before the guardsmen come. All finished. All finished.
Don't casually looting the place. Oh, if you can never just casually loot the place. Into Bart's shop.
You're not supposed to be here. Wait, is that blood? Ancestors, protect me!
Nope, time to get going.
There they are! Seize the fugitives! Drop your weapons and walk down slowly. We will use force if you resist. He's dead?
Barat had many enemies, but also powerful allies.
Barat would have butchered us if she hadn't killed him first.
Your friend has once again demonstrated her courage. We Grey Wardens travel far and wide in search of those with the potential to join our ranks. It seems I have found one. Let me make my offer formal. I, Duncan of the Grey Wardens, extend the invitation for you to join our order.
This woman is wanted for treason. You can't do this.
I can, and I am. It would mean traveling to the surface lands and thus leaving your people, but it does offer you the chance to strike a blow against the Darkspawn and the Blight. Then you will be subject to whatever sentence the Shapers choose to impose. I think you know what that sentence would be. I would spare you from it, and for an excellent cause. And I see your friend would like to speak to you as well. Why don't you see what they have to say before you give your final answer?
Those guys must have seriously cracked your skull. You're not gonna turn down being a Grey Warden, are you? Well, don't you worry about that. Old Lesky will take care of her. We'll go back and tell him yes before he comes to his senses.
I couldn't believe it when Sir Duncan said he wanted to recruit you. I was ready to kill you when I heard what you did at the Proving. But it worked out for the best. When I heard you'd been arrested, I ran straight to the Proving Grounds. But you'd already disappeared. That's when Sir Duncan said he wanted to invite you into the Grey Wardens. I almost fell over. Those are the rules of the Order. All Wardens leave their families behind. Please don't hold yourself back because of me. I think, for the first time, Mother and I will be fine. I spent the afternoon with my new patron. If everything works out, maybe I can even greet you as an equal if you return. Yes. He calls me his Amber Rose. Isn't that sweet? He has a voice like a poet. He has already promised to move Mother and me into better lodging, where he can find me more quickly when he wants me. Go. Tell Duncan you're ready to be something more than a horse, little sister.
Have you spoken with your friend and sister? Then before these witnesses, I hereby recruit you into the Grey Wardens. Know that you are most welcome. Before we brave the deep roads, I would like to make you a gift of this mace, since you have so few possessions of your own. It was once wielded by the Warden Forel Idukan. I believe he was related to your king. I know you will continue his proud example. Goodbye, my friends, and thank you for your hospitality.
There we go, that's the end of the backstory. Woo! Really took us about an hour.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelan. I didn't expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name? Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. It's good to see one of the honorable stout folk outside Orgrimmar. Sounds like there's a story. You must regale me with it sometime. I meant after we defeat the Blight, of course. I doubt Loghain will give me a moment's rest until then. I've been to Orgrimmar. King Endrin invited my father to a grand proving long ago. How does Endrin fare these days? Good. I hope to work with him as well as my father did. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different. I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here. True. Despite the victory so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling. Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay. Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the Joining, in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
And the epic music kicks in for a really underwhelming walk across the bridge. Shield block, that should actually be somewhat useful. No. A mace. I've got shields or anything. No. We've just got a lot to sell. Can't really know that. What's this do? Uses arms from the... Oh, okay, so... Ooh. Not too bad. Not too bad. How's it going?
Hey, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought. This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere? Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages. Good luck to you then.
To the north. Doobie 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 doo doo doo.
We stand here in this hour.
Greetings, young lady. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king. Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact. The king must always seem confident. His behavior affects the troops' morale. He does seem to find his enthusiasm easily, though. Reminds me of a puppy. And I say that with both respect and affection. He is a fine man. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp. Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade? It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City. Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Devinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says. It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now. Yes, occasionally it's wise to contemplate one's actions. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Death is no failure, my friends. Should it find you will not have failed your king.
This isn't good. I hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new Warden? I could use some help. This is a Mabari. Smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed Darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first. Centuries ago, a mage bred them to be smart and understand what they're told. They can remember and carry out complex, most valuable dogs in the world. Trouble is, they generally imprint to one master. Re-imprinting them is very difficult. But without the medicine, re-imprinting won't be an issue. Will you help? Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down. Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon? There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinct, all white with a blood-red centre. Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
There you go.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know.
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain. Blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back or by the maker up. Oh, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies? Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some, goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course, to keep morale up, you understand. Let me know what you'd like.
Yeah, typical. I don't have much as can sell for a lot that I don't. Oh.
Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well.
Should know about the boots.
Too bad.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Let me know what you'd like.
Can't quite make. I could maybe, if I'm lucky, if I do this right, sell that. Then we'll sell one of those. There we go, and better armor. There we go. Doesn't quite all match up, but it'll do for now.
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be. Not a dwarf, yet here you are. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they'd cooked this ritual up just for our benefit. Just to give us a good scare? No, they don't really seem the type. I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds. Cannibals, beasts, witches, and now Darkspawn. What isn't to be scared of? It's all too secretive for me. Makes my... I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice. You take what you get, right? Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
And now this way. This way.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Did it?
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together. It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage? You never know, these mages sneak up on you. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit, from Orzammar. I should have recognized you right away, I apologize. Duncan sent word. He spoke quite highly of you. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Alistair, the new Grey Warden. Though I guess you knew that. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining. Honestly, nothing. Try not to worry about it. It will just distract you. There haven't been any Dwarven Grey Wardens in some time. You must know a lot about Darkspawn. Oh, I guess you've got a more colorful background than Duncan let on. But don't worry, you'll see plenty of Darkspawn now. And probably sooner than you'd like. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started. Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them? Right, that cut-purse Duncan conscripted. Not sure what Duncan sees in him, to be honest. Keep an eye out, maybe we'll see the other one. Or I can track him down later. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
There's a chest, which I can't open. Typical. Oh well.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about. Sir Jory is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arlaman. I wasn't aware dwarves could be Grey Wardens. I've only seen a few of your folk in the castle dealing with the smithy. Since the Grey Wardens protect human lands, I guess the dwarf would not wish to join. Obviously, I'm wrong. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance? I fought hard to get here. Impressing Duncan was not easy. Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails? I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving. Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example. I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else. Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation. Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine. All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away. I'm a deserter. Or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way. I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water. Oh, I would have deserted eventually. Just not then. I was stealing, not sneaking out of the camp. I got one of those wizards drunk and took his key. It belongs to a chest they got here, full of magical treasures. In fact, I still have it. I can't use it from here, but I'd trade you for some food and water. Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat. So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away. Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Huh. Considering where that came from, let's hope we're not the only ones in good health.
Ew.
That course of action is inadvisable. Welcome, young woman. I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and readings, I spend my time enchanting. It's a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity. Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared? Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. We can be possessed easily and thus become horrors known as abominations. Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous. It might seem such to you, but I feel no horror. I am content to serve in my role. You do? I feel nothing. As the name suggests, my existence is quite peaceful. I am alive, productive, and no danger to anyone. Surely that is not a terrible thing. Perhaps we may speak of something else. Do you need assistance? It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff, or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not. Runes exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only too well. Goodbye. That course of action is inadvisable.
Let's get it later.
Master above, hear the prayers of your sons and daughters. We who betrayed your prophet unjustly now beg your forgiveness.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit. For the joining itself, I'll explain more once you've returned. Now, of course, you must work together to collect the components, however. It's as much a part of the joining as what comes after. There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can. It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true. The scrolls contain treaties promising support, treaties that may prove valuable in the days to come. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
That does not sound like it bodes well. Oh. I'm sure they could be. Missed one.
All right, all right.
Over
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Warden. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you.
We have friends. Hello, my friends. I am streaming, so yeah.
I've got to get out of here.
Hello. Yes, it's me, the
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward.
Yeah,
This is
Tom
foolish
told
and
me.
reckless. We should go back. That's true.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Even more Darkspawn.
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
Got it.
Not a chance.
Get off my back. Push them back!
Not a chance.
All right, all right. No one's getting out alive. Sounds better than later. Take the ladder so you can get off my back. Got it.
Yes, I'm playing as a dwarven female.
Is it time to kill something? Let's see what you're made of! Where's the next one? You're gonna regret
Hey, that fight's over. Ooh, actually, drama. Haha.
Run while you still can.
Better than later.
Get you a ladder so you can get off my back.
You'll get no mercy from me. Sorry, am I too quick for you?
Oh no, my batteries are low. Yes, yes.
Well, well. What have we here? Poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder? 'Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there, dwarf. You have nothing to fear from any witch. Tell me your name, and I shall tell you mine. Let us be civilized. And you may call me Morrigan, if you wish. Shall I guess your purpose?
You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened. 'Twas my mother, in fact. There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you. But then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
I'm here. What was going on? Hello? There we go.
Greetings,
My controller
Mother.
died, so...
I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, damn it. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your dwarven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe? Is that all? Surely your mind stretches farther than these surroundings. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them?
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize. Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
The Mabari's stable for now, but not moving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope. Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Yeah, give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment. He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could. Let's give him a day or two to recover. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you. Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just Well, take another look.
Finished.
Ah, ooh.
Now what do you want?
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Let me know what you'd like.
Ooh. Well, you should hope so. Oh, yes. Who? Woo. This shield is ridiculous. As in, it's as big as my character's torso. Actually, I think it's bigger than my character's torso, yes. As a dwarf, this is a very common problem.
So you return from the wilds. Have you been successful? Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately. Excellent. You will need that courage to face what comes next.
Courage? How much danger are we in?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later. As could any darkspawn you might face in battle. You would not have been chosen, however, if I did not think you had a chance to survive.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
Yes, end of September. Yes.
I only know that my wife is in Highever with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you?
No.
Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight. You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them? Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
You're going to drink the blood of those creatures?
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward. I am sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No! You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden. It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel? Such is what it takes to be a Grey Warden.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Oh, not meant to do that. There we go. And I think that's going to be it for today. As in, for the stream. Bye. Yes, and thank you all for joining, and I will, well, we'll pick this up potentially weekend. Well, we had a few people come and go, but we've had a few people. But yeah, with that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later.